Hey everyone, welcome back to Disney Sorcerer Arena. So today we're doing the video that I told you earlier about the 10 characters I think that you should really invest in or start investing in, or hopefully you have invested into them at some point. And you can see here that we're on this is the Eskatoon account. You can see here that I'm still in the midst of working on a lot of these characters. And you can probably tell there's more than 10. There's a reason for that. And one reason why there's more than 10 is because you need 10 of these characters to get to one of the 10 essential characters. So we're going to start with the one. This is probably the hardest one to get, in my opinion. Maybe another one would be close, but Maleficent. Maleficent is on the do your own heroic version, solo your own heroic, I guess, of the Forbidden Depths. She's also on a really, really great Siege on Olympus team. One that's going to do a lot of good things for you. So, number one is Maleficent. Now, the problem is, to get to Maleficent, you need the Sheriff of Nottingham, which is why I have him here. You need Mrs. Potts while she's here. This is why she's here. You need Sorcerer Mickey. That's why he's here. You need Gaston. He's here. Mulan, Namari, Yzma, Kronk, and I forgot to put Robin Hood on. But he's tier 8, so he's the only one. So he's the only one of this group that's done of getting to Maleficent, and you need them all to tier 8 before you can get full tier 7 Maleficent. So there's that. Another one that I would say close, and it's probably the most is inaccessible in different ways than the ways that Maleficent is TIANA. TIANA, princess, really good. Cleanses once again on that solo your way through the Forbidden Depths team. TIANA's there. Princess. If you don't like princesses, I don't know what to tell you. Gumbo Pot is good as a, it auto tanks. You put it out, it tanks. You refresh it. It calls Princess to assist. If you're using princesses, she has this massive cleanse. She has this thing that just removes buffs from people. What are you going to do? The problem is, unless you're willing to spend, or you're willing to invest, unless you've stocked up on gems so that you don't have to spend, TIANA, as you can see, can be a slog. I've had this account since TIANA launched, and I'm still, I could probably get it to 5 stars, and maybe into 6, but not far beyond that. Based upon, well, maybe, I don't know. I don't have enough coin. Well, actually, hold on. Forget I said that. We're gonna do this real quick. We're gonna see how far I can take TIANA real quick by doing this. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to exchange some gems for some gold. Do not recommend doing this a lot, but I am sitting on, still sitting on 17,000 gold. So, 17,000 gems, so I'm okay. But I do not recommend that you do this. Unless you're just sitting on a stockpile of gems where you can get away with that. But we're going to see how far up I can take TIANA. Did not think I was going to do this, or else I would have already done it, obviously. So I apologize for this. We're going to see how far up I can take TIANA. I think she's going to be she's just short of being able to take her to 6 stars. But, yeah, so, I still need another 103 shards before TIANA's done. So chances are you're going to be done with Maleficent and whoever else before you get done with TIANA, unless you're willing to spend, which I do not I do not encourage. Another member of that solo your way through the forbidden bits is King Triton. King Triton is also on a very, very potent Siege on Olympus team. And there's no sign of him dropping off. Just like TIANA. Just like Maleficent. King Triton. King Triton, what makes him so good? A lot of, if turn one, if you don't have debuffs on the field, you can use this out just to get some damage out. Then you come back with prismatic busting if you need to cleanse. And this is your filler, obviously, between other abilities. This is the one that's going to put Triton's Boon on people and all that fun stuff. This calls Oceanics to assist and stuff. And this is it's 10% offense regardless of who's on your team. And then in raids, obviously, if you're running with Little Mermaid teammates, then they get an additional 5% offense. But how often are you going to be running with Little Mermaid teammates? But he's still on a very, very explosive Siege on Olympus team. So, and there's no sign of him slowing down. So that's 3. Number 4. Number 4 is Wendy. Wendy is she's not on the Siege on Olympus team. I mean, she's not on the solo your way through the Forbidden Depths raid, but she is on a number of very technically sound and explosive Siege on Olympus teams, and just she's great. She's great. What makes her great? You throw this out turn 1. Let's say you throw it on Sally or whoever. You're going to create a copy of her. You get down here, you get that copy of the shadow. That copy of her is going to have haste. Then you come back next turn with the basic. Not only is Wendy going to deal damage, but also the shadow of whoever you made the shadow of is going to assist. And then whenever you get ready to do your big attack, you throw this on whomever, and then they will deliver their big attack. And there's a couple of things I want you to know. We just went through 4. We talked about a downtown hero. We talked about a kingdom villain. We talked about an oceanic, and with Wendy we talked about a second oceanic. Okay. Now let's talk about a wilds character, ELSA. Elsa's a legendary. Elsa's also the legendary that is probably one of the easiest, if not the easiest legendary in the game to get. Why? Because you only got 4 teammates. So there's only 4 characters you need to level. Worry about leveling. What makes her so potent? This. If you're thinking of running soap at any point, this along with the glacial armor is what makes Elsa so troublesome. Elsa could be a nightmare in PvP. Obviously, you got this. Even when you kill her, you put this glacial armor, and then you have to wait. You have to wait. You have to hope that she doesn't get any buffs while she's waiting for it, and she comes out and she's gonna lay this on you, and it's gonna hurt, and that's what it does. And she's been one of the best, consistently, legendaries since she's come out. And she's very easy to get because everybody on her team is also really, really great. Doesn't matter whether it's Ben, doesn't matter whether it's Anna, it doesn't matter whether it's Olaf, it doesn't matter if it's Kristoff. They're all 3 good. They're all 4 good. All 4 of them are good. And the key thing is you only need 4 of them. You don't need 5 or 6 or 10. You only need 4. 4 to get her. So that's number 5. Number 6 is another downtown hero. Another downtown hero, maybe the best of all the downtown heroes, and that is Ian. If you don't know about Ian, you should. This extends harmfuls. This extend harmfuls. This, when you have a level up, it obviously can inflict blinds. It's your gap filler, and this is your character where you just go boom, and it's like you use it and you wait for it and you wait for it, and you wait for it and you wait for it, and you buff it and you buff it some more, and then you wait for it and then you let it go, and it's like, see ya. And if you don't know about Ian, now you do. Now you do. Chunk. By the way, Ian also on the solo your way through the Forbidden Depths team. Chunk. A very key player. Why? Because of this. Because he only has 2 active abilities. He has his basic and he has this one special. This special, he self-taunts, then he uses this to extend 2 random harmful effects. If you get it to 9, it's going to extend 3 random harmful effects. And then this, you come down with this. This has a 65% chance to inflict defense down. When you do, that's your filler. You just go back and forth. A passive, really good. Really good. You can see what it does. 30% chance, it goes up to 45% right here. Chunk is your go-to tank in almost all scenarios. Doesn't matter what it's for. It's very good in the Siege on Olympus. No sign of him flying off anytime soon. Frozone. Frozone is I think, is he the last piece of this solo your way through the Forbidden Depths? Yes, he is. He also happens to be an Incredible, which is going to help you get to Edna. He also happens to be a Summoner's Chosen, which is key. He also is on a lot, or one of the best Siege on Olympus teams. He's Frozone. We know what he does. Turn 1. This. And then you basic with this. And then when you get ready to put somebody like Ian and have him do his big boom, then you put him in the block when it's time. And that's what he does. And he's Frozone. What else are you gonna say? He's one of the best characters. So that's how many is that? That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8. Okay. Who are 9 and 10, you're wondering? Well, you see there's a lot of characters here for who's best. And I could easily come back and say it's Sally or it's Jack. It's either Sally or Jack or both. You're not gonna do bad with either one of these. If you need fear on the board, then it's Jack. If you already have fear on the board, so what I'm telling you is, if you're running a team, you want to run Sally with Chunk. And Sally, you put Wendy with Sally, and she makes the copies, and they all throw the poison out. That's why it's Sally. Otherwise, it's Jack. So these I'm going to combine into two. I'm going to combine these as one. It's Sally or Jack. It's the Nightmare on the Nightmare Before Christmas duo, Jack Skellington and Sally, as one. But if it's me, I'm saying Sally. If it's me, I'm saying Sally. Reason? She self-heals a little bit. She does this. She's all you need. It's Sally. Just because of the continuous damage. It's Sally. She's the one that I would take up before I take Jack up. Honestly. If it's me. That being said, Jack should be on her heels at any point. So who's 10? Who's 10? Are you surprised? Are you surprised? Are you surprised? 10 is Caterpillar. He's on the Alice team, obviously. The only thing that is not to love about Caterpillar is that this basic is meh. Now it does. Now once you're empowered, it can be helpful, but until you get to empowered, it can struggle. Once you're empowered, you can use this to try to inflict mad, and then it will be guaranteed to inflict mad and slow once he's empowered. But it's like, so you could do this. So you could do this turn 1 on your opening, and assuming that you're not running him on a team with the Cheshire Cat, you're in good shape. But if you are, you're not in great shape. But I've just seen that Caterpillar is a integral part of one of the best raid teams in the game for the Siege on Olympus. Obviously, we don't know about his usage for the Forbidden Depths. I'm sorry, you could run sort of the same thing in the Forbidden Depths with him. I just don't know that yet because I've not seen it. This is why he has so much potential going forward, because he's gonna buff everybody. You get him to empowered. He's gonna grant 2 helpful effects for 1 turn. He's gonna increase speed meter, and he's gonna do it to all. And when he's empowered, he's gonna give it to all of your team. And at tier 4, he's gonna give. At gear 8, he's going to give you a third helpful. Then there's this. This is just solid. It helps him build fury. It helps him flip harmful effects. It helps him heal a little bit. It's great. So you might think I'm crazy, but I promise you, I've given this more than a little thought based upon what I'm working on. And guys, honestly, on my buy to play account, I don't have all of these characters done. Because you just get working on something and get sidetracked, and I'm the type of person that wants to have a very wide base, and I have a lot of trouble concentrating and going tall when if you want to be great at this game, you need to go tall, and then pick another character and go tall with him, and then pick another character and go tall with him, and don't just settle for having everybody at tier 8. Take one person to tier 9, take another person to gear 9, take another person to gear 9, and slowly build out that thing. And I know it takes time, and these 10 characters, look, this is a free-to-play account I've had since the game launched. You can see where I am, and I'm struggling in a lot of ways with a lot of different characters. But anyway, just to recap real quick. Olaf would be 1, Frozone would be 2, Chunk would be 3, Caterpillar would be 4, Wendy would be 5, Elsa is 6, Sally is 7, TIANA is 8, King Triton is 9, Maleficent is 10. Not in that order, but because it's probably going to be everybody else, and then either Maleficent or TIANA are going to be last. But those are the top 10. If you disagree with me, please let me know in the comments. We can talk about this going forward. I'd love to have a discussion with you. You can disagree. We can have the talk. I'm open to it. Let me know if you think I'm crazy. Let me know if you have somebody that you would probably say, you know what, I think maybe Herc goes there. We can talk about that. If you want to say maybe Hades goes there, we can talk about that. If you want to say Merida goes there, you know how much I love Merida. I'm open to that. Let me know. Let's talk about it. Have a good one. If I don't see you, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. But I'll probably post something between now and then. But anyway, take care. God bless. We'll see you later. Bye.